will be seeking out a summer job, but if they're looking for the first step in that dream career, there's one thing they might not get, and that's a paycheck.
Summertime.
Yeah, it's summertime, but for thousands of students, it's no time to muck around, it's time to knuckle down.
My name is Caitlin. I'm an AUT student, have been for the last 4 years. I'm currently interning at the Sky Sport Breakers in a marketing position. It's awesome. Just because for me, I'm really passionate about basketball and I want to work for the NBA, and so getting a chance to work in the New Zealand professional basketball industry has been amazing.
Increasingly, companies are getting new recruits through internships, and it can be a foot in the door for young Kiwis to get that dream job.
It's a really neat kind of try before you buy. Whilst getting experience, it looks good on your CV, you're getting paid hopefully to do it, but it also, you'll come away from the end of it and go, man, that was great.
But that career in could come with a twist, working for free. Just ask this guy. In 2015, David Hyde got a dream internship at the United Nations, but unpaid. He couldn't afford a roof over his head, so camped out on the shores of Lake Geneva instead. Here at home, working for free doesn't sit well with everyone.
We don't list unpaid internships at Student Job Search. The students that we put into the workplace are productive. They add value in their workplace, and so we believe that they should be paid.
Student Job Search sifts through hundreds of gigs each day. Every one of them offers at least the minimum wage.
The challenges we have around any unpaid work, but in particular internships, is the opportunity for exploitation.
An unpaid intern in New Zealand is actually a volunteer. Volunteers have no employee rights, just your normal human rights.
If I could get internships paid, I would. And certainly the service, our AUT interns, we only look at paid internships.
But there are plenty of unpaid volunteers around, like Caitlin.
It is tough because I do have a part-time job, but I think I just have to look at it what's best for my future, and I know that if it means just not having a bit of money right now, then that's worth it for me, because hopefully it'll turn into something great.
I personally see it as an investment. You make yourself job ready and you got something on your CVs. I personally think a paid internship is more like a job, so the expectations and the pressure with it would be way higher than if you would do an unpaid internship.
Ron's company offers 3-month-long unpaid internships, but he says they watch out for companies that might take advantage.
We're completely against it. So if we notice that an intern is exploited and the candidate will contact us that that's the case, we will blacklist the company.
He makes the point that employers need an incentive to hire someone with zero experience.
If you take on an intern and you'd have to pay them a full wage, you might be like, why would I not take on a staff member?
And then they'd miss out on cool, keen interns like Caitlin.
The way I look at it is an investment in my future. I try to tell myself that, but yeah, I don't mind.
Very cool. I'm with Caitlin. I'm a fan of the unpaid internship. And people are always asking me, how did you get so good at what you do? How are you? How are you making bank like you are? The thing is that I actually started this company at MediaWorks as an unpaid work experience kid, for want of a better term. In my early 20s, I was at university. And I went and asked them if I could work on Saturdays, and that's where I started in Wellington, working Saturdays, making coffee, doing pickup interviews for other journalists, which is something that they needed people to do. I wasn't paid anything, but I did that for about a year on and off, and eventually got myself a job. And so I think there is a place for unpaid work, but obviously you don't want people being exploited.
Yeah, I'm not so sure. I think that it's great if you've got the, like, where did you live when you were doing that? And what was your source of income outside of showing up for
I was
free on
in a
Saturday?
flat, and I would work in the evenings and on Sunday to...
Sure. Which is great if that's possible, but there are so many people out there that don't have their parents, don't have another form of employment, and then are being asked to do what they do for free. And I don't think it's cool.
What are the MediaWorks executive thinking right now? They're looking at the telly going, God, that Ryan, he used to try when we didn't pay him.
He still likes a mean coffee, though.
Yeah.
It really does. Hey, there's more to come on the project. We'll see you after this.